have so much to do, but I'm running errands, just picked up some stuff from my room. Today I thought it would be fun to do a transformation video for you guys. Sometimes I feel like my life is just collapsing and I'm trying to pick up the pieces, but they're falling faster than I'm able to catch them. You like jazz? So I brought flats so that I could walk, but now you got me out here with the skirt and these gray socks that don't match my outfit and I look ridiculous. That's the other thing. I started learning the violin, I started learning the guitar, and I started learning the piano, but the flute is the only one that I consistently actually learned how to play because I was learning in school. I think maybe my problem is that my learning environment has to be a bit more structured than what I'm capable of achieving on my own. I think I just realized something. That makes a lot of sense. The same could be said for me. As I've said many times in my videos, I talk about the things that I'm actively working on, and I think we're caught up now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a special one. I'm going to be talking about my journey on YouTube and how it low-key kind of changed my life, even though I have less than 500 subscribers. So if you don't know, I've been on YouTube for, I want to say, over 10 years. Full disclosure, this is not my first channel. This was supposed to be like my YouTube channel, but I did have a personal channel that I started back in 2012. I never posted on it, but if we're gonna be technical, I started on YouTube back in 2012, but I didn't make this channel until 2014. So this channel is 9 years old. Next May, it's going to be 10 years. So I've been on this platform for a very long time and I've learned a lot. I began as like a casual viewer, like most people are. And then somewhere along the way, I've decided to start making my own videos. And it really wasn't until the last 2 years that I really started like to consistently make videos and really want to do this. If there's anyone out there who is considering starting a YouTube channel, I know like a lot of people want to be creators on the platform. They want to make videos, but a lot of people are overwhelmed. They don't know how to start, and I thought maybe I could share my experience. Before we get into it, I just want to thank you so much for tuning into this video. It means a lot to me. If you enjoy, please consider commenting down below something that you're taking away from the video. If you have any tips for anybody else, make sure you share your insight and subscribe because I upload new videos every single Thursday at 11 a.m. So I'd love to see you here next week. There are actually 9 different things that I'm going to discuss today about what I've learned on YouTube and how it has contributed to my life outside of the platform. The first thing I want to talk about is confidence. So my self-confidence has definitely improved a lot in the last 2 years. I remember when I first started making videos, I hated being on camera. I always felt so uncomfortable filming myself. And just the thought of like setting up the camera and carving out space in my day to record just made me so uncomfortable because I live with people, you know, I live with my family. I don't want people to hear me talking to myself in my room. I don't want people to hear like what I'm talking about. It's very odd because on one hand, I'm okay with like talking about personal things and sharing my thoughts and opinions on the internet, but like to have my family, like my sister is on the other side of the door listening, it's just like, no, you can't know this about me, like don't do that. But I definitely got over it I don't want to say very quickly, but it wasn't such a prolonged thing as I thought it would be. Over time, I learned to just keep the camera going. The process of like starting and stopping is so counterproductive, it's so counterintuitive. Just suffer through it for the first 2 minutes, and then once you get your bearings and once you know what you want to say, then you will be more at ease because you're not so in your head. That's like the main thing, is that when you first push record and you start your video, you are so very aware of yourself and your being, and it's very easy to be overly self-critical and to overanalyze like how you look, how you sound, what you're saying. And that is when you start to mess up because you are in your head. You're not in the moment. You're not focused on the message of your video. You're not focusing on the core goal of what you're trying to achieve, you're just bullying yourself and not giving yourself an opportunity to shine. So the second thing I want to talk about, public speaking. Talking to yourself on camera is one thing, and talking in front of a group of people is another thing. But the really cool thing about YouTube is that you're not just talking to your camera, you're talking to potentially millions of people. If you make a video and you have no subscribers, you put the video out there, maybe you share it with your friends and family, you might get like 10 views, right? But what if you are consistent and over time you start to gain more followers? Maybe you go from 10 to 30, from 30 to 100, from 100 to 1,000 to 1,000 to like 10,000, 100,000. Over time, you are going to be speaking to more and more people. It's public speaking, pretty much. Like, you have to be comfortable with speaking in front of an audience. Like, you're not just talking to your camera. Like, yes, physically right now, I am standing in my room and I'm talking to a camera. But when I go to upload this video, I have like 300 something subscribers. You guys are going to see this video. This video has the potential to reach even more people. Like, I'm speaking to a broad audience. It's not like I came on here and I was like, hey Jen, welcome back to my channel, and I'm just talking to one person. I've definitely have gotten more comfortable with public speaking, especially in our current world landscape after COVID. A lot of job interviews that I've gone on, pretty much all of them actually, have been virtual Zoom calls. So I have spent a lot of time speaking to cameras just in my normal life, just talking to like recruiters or interviews and stuff like that. No one really thinks about how that plays out until you're actually in the position to do it. And it goes back to number one of not being confident in yourself, because like, you've never done this before. It's very unnatural to talk to yourself talking to a camera. Like right now, I'm looking at the camera, but if I look here, you can see me looking at myself. And that's very weird if you're watching a video and the whole time the person is looking at themselves instead of like looking at you, like looking at the camera, right? When you're speaking to an audience in person, eye contact is very important because you have to be engaged with your audience. So having a YouTube channel and talking to myself in a camera has definitely helped that. With interviews, with meeting with clients, oh my God, this is like the biggest thing. How could I not talk about this first? With my work as a graphic designer, I meet with a lot of clients. Obviously, most of the time is over Zoom. And having a YouTube channel has really helped me to feel more connected to my clients and to like show up for them better. If you're looking around the room, you're not paying attention, you're like stumbling on your words, it's not received well on the other end. So if you're meeting with a client or a business partner or a potential employer, you want to present the best image of yourself as possible. Having a YouTube channel and being able to practice when no one's watching. I have less than 500 subscribers. It's not like I have 1 million subs and everybody's like clocking what I'm doing every second of the day. Like, no one's paying attention to me, basically. I'm able to make mistakes and stumble over my words and make bad quality videos and get the low performing stuff out of the way, so that when I do grow my channel, I am already in a place where I'm comfortable doing this. It's second nature to me and I'm not second guessing myself. The third thing I want to talk about is becoming a better writer. So as I mentioned in some of my previous videos, I write scripts for my videos. So I don't necessarily write the words out for every single video. Like this video, I have a script, but it's just bullet points of what I want to talk about. But previous videos, I have literally written out my script word for word. And it's not that I memorize each word. Like I said in the beginning, that's not really helpful. It doesn't really work that well. But having a word for word script allows me to deviate and improvise, because it's easier for me to recall it when I'm filming and to expand on those ideas. So obviously, in order to have a script, I have to first write a script, and I have to think about what I want to say and write it down in a clear and concise way. And as I'm filming, as I said, if you like make mistakes and you stutter and you have to like redo a part, I do those. Like, I still have those moments even now, but I'm able to cut those parts out. So when I film a video, I might have a script for a 10-minute video, and recording it might end up taking me like 20 minutes, just with stumbling on my words, fidgeting in the video, and like fixing my hair and stuff like that. So a lot of those things get cut out, but I have a outline of what is expected of me so that I do what I'm supposed to. I remember what I want to say. I get the most important like key statements out. Writing has definitely helped me with copywriting. So for a lot of my clients, I manage some of their social accounts. I create marketing materials for them. So email newsletters, website, copy updates, social media captions, stuff like that. And honestly, I'm just like, I just want to design and make stuff look pretty. Why am I writing captions? Why am I writing the emails? Like, if you ask me to design an email for you, I'll design the email. But why are you also asking me to actually write the email for you? Like, I don't understand. So yeah, I have to be a better writer to deliver what my clients are asking of me. I don't want to say that I wouldn't have been able to do it without YouTube, because I do also have a blog. I do have my own newsletter. So I would be writing regardless. At 7 a.m., I have my email newsletter that goes out. And then at 11 a.m., I have my YouTube video. So having this consistent schedule of like, I'm writing all throughout the week. I'm writing articles for my newsletter, and then I'm writing scripts for my YouTube channel. I'm doing a lot of writing all the time, and then that translates into me writing for my clients. And I think YouTube has definitely helped me to bridge the gap between my personal things that I'm working on and then my client work as well. The fourth thing that I want to talk about is consistency, and more so the satisfaction that I have from being consistent on my channel, because as I've said, I've been on this platform since 2012. I didn't start posting videos until 2014. But even then I posted like one video and then deleted it. And then I think in 2016, I posted another video and deleted it. And it wasn't until I think the end of 2016 or 2017 that I posted a video, and then every couple months I started posting more videos. But again, it wasn't until this year and last year that I started making weekly videos. So yeah, the consistency has increased exponentially, and there's a certain level of satisfaction from that. When you have a goal to do something, a lot of people don't really put a timeline on their goal. They just say that I want to do this thing, but they're not specific about it. So they don't really stick to it, because there's no consequence for you not achieving that goal. Because if you had a timeline and you say that I want to produce one video a week, or I want to have my first 100 subscribers by the end of the year, or whatever it may be, but if you're not actively working towards that every day, when you don't meet that goal, you're obviously not going to be satisfied, because you didn't do the thing that you wanted to do. So by me saying that I want to produce a video every single week, I actually have to do the work to make sure that there's a video every single week. Like last week's video, I fell off a little bit. I didn't produce the videos that I normally do. And last week's video, I filmed and edited and posted on the same day, because I did not do the work to make sure that it was going to be ready when it was supposed to be ready. So like, I felt upset that I was going to mess up my consistency, because like I've been posting every week for, I want to say 3 months now, because I do have like breaks in between. There was a time, I think for like 4 months, that I didn't post. I didn't really want to do vlogs anymore, because that's pretty much the only thing I was doing. And then like the occasional talking videos. I think since July or August, I want to say August, I have been making weekly videos, and I don't think I've missed at all since August. So last Thursday, when I didn't have a video planned, I was really upset, because I'm like, I've been working so hard to be consistent. Like, that's like my whole thing, is that I'm trying to be consistent in many areas of my life, because sometimes I just lack the discipline to do the things that I'm supposed to do. I didn't film a video, even though that video was supposed to be filmed weekends before that. But last weekend I had an opportunity to film. I didn't do it. And then Thursday comes around, I have no video, and I'm like, damn, I really messed up. I wanted to have a video this week, and I had opportunities to film it and to get it out, and I never did that. So now here I am at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm eating breakfast, and I'm like, you know what? There's still time. There's still time for me to film this video, to edit it and get it out. It doesn't have to be ready until 11 o'clock. I still have 4 hours to get this video done. So that's what I did. I filmed the video, and I got it out on time. I wasn't late. I didn't post it at 11:01. I posted it at 11. And I am happy that I was able to do that, because I said I was going to do something and I did it. I didn't let myself down. I showed up for myself. I knew that this is something that's really important to me, that I want to do. So I went into that. I have very high standards for myself. I want myself to do a lot. Like, there's a lot of things that I want to do and that I want to be good at. And having this YouTube channel has helped me to improve on my discipline. One of my first videos this year was me talking about self-discipline and how mine is non-existent. I do not like push myself to do things once they get hard, and creating consistent YouTube videos is definitely hard for me. Like, it is not easy for me to set aside time to like film myself, especially in the beginning when I was so uncomfortable and so unconfident in myself that I just didn't want to be on camera. I had to push through that and see the bigger picture, that this is something that I really care about, and 6 months from now, a year from now, I'm going to be a lot happier that I stuck it through because I'm actively working towards something that's really important to me. Here I am at the end of the year, 9-10 months later, and I'm making this video because I was right. You're not just going to magically get better. You have to practice, and by doing, you are putting in the practice. You're putting in the work to improve. So yeah, consistency has definitely improved, and that again has translated into other areas of my life. That like when I don't want to work, because honestly sometimes client work is fun and it's fulfilling and it's all of these wonderful things, but at the end of the day, clients are people and people can be difficult sometimes. So I don't always love prioritizing tasks. Some work tasks are more fun than others, some are more demanding than others, especially like I said, writing newsletters for people. It's like, okay, you're asking me to design a newsletter. I've designed it, so why are you now also asking me to like rewrite this entire email for you? That's not really my job as a designer. If you want a copywriter, hire a copywriter, but I am not a copywriter. But again, working with a small team, being a freelance designer, people are going to ask for help, and like I feel called to help them. Like I'm not going to say like, no, that's not my job, I'm just a designer. Like, no, I'm going to try my best to help you because you're my client. You're trusting me to do a job, you're trusting me to help you, and if I have some experience, if I have some knowledge in how to do things, I'm going to try my best. At the very least, I'm going to try my best. If I try to do something for you that's a bit beyond my scope and it's not working out, I'm going to tell you that this is beyond what I normally do. Here's a recommendation, here's someone you can work with, here's something you can try to figure out on your own, but I am not the best person for this. I have done that. I have admitted that like I am not prepared to do this thing that you're asking me. I'm really flattered that you thought that I would be a good fit for this, but I don't think that I can take on this project right now. Like I do that all the time. Sometimes I don't want to work on certain things because it's like, it's not really part of my job. Like you asked me to design something, I designed it, and now you're asking me to do stuff that's beyond my purview. But again, working with a small team, being a freelancer, I'm not going to say no to things that I can do, that I am capable of doing. I'm going to be writing anyway. If I'm going to be taking time to write my own personal newsletter, I have the tools and skill set available to me already to take a couple minutes to also write an email for you, So it's not really a big deal to just do it. It's not ideal. It's not like the best thing about my job. Having that consistency puts me in the right mindset to do those things for my clients, because if I'm already going to do it for myself, then why not spend an extra couple minutes to then do the work for the people who are, one, who are paying me, but two, are trusting me enough to ask me to do this instead of just doing it on their own and then messing up and then having to ask me to fix it anyway. You know what I mean? The fifth thing I want to talk about is the fact that I have a small audience. I alluded to it earlier, but having a small audience is a godsend. First of all, I do not want to be famous. I'm telling you guys right now, like I ask you guys to subscribe and all that stuff because I do eventually want to monetize my channel, and YouTube has this little fun requirement that you need at least 1,000 subscribers to monetize. So at the very least, I want 1,000 subscribers so that I can monetize my videos, and if I start getting more views, more subscribers, so be it. But by no means is my goal to be a person with 1 million subscribers. That sounds like a nightmare to me. No offense to people who have massive audiences, but I do not want that many people on me. Like again, like I said in the beginning, being perceived on the internet, being perceived in general is terrifying. Like I'm used to it now because I only have 300-400 subscribers. I don't have a lot of people watching me. No one's checking for me. No one's like, hey, what is Jen up to? What is Jen posting on her YouTube channel? Like I have to tell people when I make videos, right? I have to send my friends and family my videos and ask them to watch it because no one's checking for me like that. So for me, long term, I think my end game is like maybe 100K, 200K. I would be perfectly happy if my channel plateaus at like 250K. Like that's good for me. I want to have a small audience. I'm more concerned about having like a community. I don't want just people watching for the sake of like they're bored and they're scrolling and they see my video and they click on it and then they just subscribe and they don't engage with me beyond just like watching an occasional video here and there. I want to have an audience of people who not only watch my videos but look forward to them and actually comment down below. When I say like, if you like this video, comment down below, I want people to actually do that. When I say if there are any things that you took away from this video, I actually want to read what you interpreted from the video and what you're going to take away and apply to your life. When I say to comment down any tips or insights that you have, I want people to actually share things that they are personally going through, if it relates to the video, how they managed to get through similar circumstances and situations. So I want people to actually engage with my channel and my videos, instead of just having like 1 million subscribers and then you look at the comments and there's only like 500 comments, or like 800,000 subscribers and you look at the like count and there's only like 10,000 likes. You know, like there's nothing wrong with that. Again, like if that's your goal, sure. But for me, I would much rather only ever have 10,000 subscribers, but you look down in my comments and I have 900 comments. I would much rather have 5,000 subscribers and you look at the counts, the like count, and I have 3,000 likes. I would much rather have a very small audience that's comprised of people who really care about what I have to say and what I'm sharing with them, as opposed to a large audience who honestly does not give a shit about me and they only tune in because they're bored and it's just something to watch in the background. Like if you watch these videos in the background, honestly, that's fine. Like I'm not saying unsubscribe right now, but like when that scales to millions of people, like literally millions of people, I don't know. I don't want that. I feel like I can do so much more with I just feel like I can do so much more. I don't want to have 1 million people tuning in and they're not actually engaged with me, you know? For the people who have millions of followers and subscribers and you look at their comments and they have like literally millions of people commenting and subscribing, good on you. Like honestly, that's the best of both worlds. Having a large audience who also is very engaged is very hard to do. And honestly, I'm not about doing that. Like I would much rather have a small audience that's much more manageable and, you know, slowly scale up to like a bigger audience. But even then, my idea of a big audience is like a mid-tier YouTuber, you know, like I am not trying to be the next Mr. Beast. I'm not trying to be the next PewDiePie or Markiplier. Like I am not trying to be like a superstar, famous, like internet famous person. I don't want that at all. I want to have 1,000 minimum to like maybe 300K. I do not want to be that girl on the internet. I really don't. Another thing is that my newsletter is kind of my way of managing that. Like I said, I want to have people tuning in because they care about what I talk about. They want to share their insights and they genuinely want to be a part of a community. I don't want to just build an audience for the sake of an audience. I want to have people who are engaged with each other, not just me, but like with each other. You know, people are conversing in the comments, they are sharing their own personal experiences. And in turn, like I make more videos that discusses the things that people are interested in. I don't want to just make videos because like, oh, I'm talking about whatever I want. Sure, I can do that, but I also want to make videos that actually serve a purpose, that people actually tune into, that they're looking forward to because they know that I'm going to address something that they personally have recommended or asked me to talk about. So my newsletter is another way to do that because not everyone wants to sit down for a 20-minute video. Some people prefer reading like a 5-minute article that just has the top points and then maybe like some deeper insight at the end. So I do have that for those people who are much more interested in reading instead of like long form video content. So definitely subscribe to that if you want to. The information will be in the pinned comment and the description down below. So we basically talked about this already. The whole theme of this video, in case you haven't noticed yet, is self-discipline. This is basically a part 2 to the video that I made last year where I talked about having, you know, self-discipline. And basically this is me saying that, look, I've been consistent on YouTube for a whole year. I have discipline now. Not exactly, I'm just joking. This video is basically a follow-up to that of like how I have been consistent and how YouTube, like the act of making videos about my consistency has helped me to become more consistent. I'm not going to talk about this too much because we basically went over it already in all of the other points, but I will just say that having this YouTube channel has helped me with my discipline because again, I don't always want to make the videos. I don't always want to do the things that I want to do. Discipline and consistency are like this. They go hand in hand. They are homies. You cannot separate them. And having this YouTube channel and posting weekly videos has helped me to tackle both of those things because that is something that I struggle with a lot in my like personal adult life. And yeah, having this YouTube channel where I'm like forcing myself to keep myself accountable. Again, nobody's checking for me. No one is like waiting for me to post a new video every Thursday, but I am, I am expecting myself to have a new video every Thursday. I am expecting myself to have a consistent platform. Like, I'm expecting that of myself. So of course I'm going to show up for myself, because I don't want to disappoint myself and let myself down and be like, oh, why am I like this? How come I never take myself seriously? Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not going to get into the trap of putting myself down and not believing in myself, because I know that I can do better than that. I'm better than that. I'm worth more than that. And I deserve better than that. YouTube is basically a business. Whether you create a YouTube channel as a hobby or you actively treat it as a business, at the end of the day, it is a business. Especially if you choose to monetize, it is a business. You can treat it like a hobby and do it here and there, but the platform is a company, it's a business, and by extension, you being on the platform and you participating in the business, you are a part of the business. So to grow an audience and to cultivate a community is no small feat, okay? It's no small task. And if you're able to accomplish that, there are going to be other people who are going to try to do the same thing. And if you have already done it, you now have the expertise, so to speak, to give your insight and advice to those people. So specifically in my case, how that would apply is my clients. A lot of my clients are trying to grow on social media. They're trying to increase their brand presence, their brand image. So if I'm able to use my platform to do this trial and error and see what works and what doesn't, and how to grow a platform of your own and how to increase your following, I can then take all of that information that I have gathered and apply it to my clients. I can then inform them on the best practices to increase their following and their reach online, because I myself have done that. Not currently, like I'm still in the process of doing that, but even so, like I have experience of like how to start a YouTube channel, how to, start from 0 to like 300 subscribers. I can teach someone on how to do that because I have done it. I can speak to the experience of becoming more comfortable on camera. I can speak to the experience of becoming more consistent. I can speak to the experience of writing your own ideas for scripts and video outlines and all the stuff. Like I have experience to then teach someone or to help someone on their own journey. And that's basically what I'm doing on this channel. Though I'm not telling you how to do YouTube stuff, I'm telling you how to do things that you can apply to other areas of your life. So we've talked about time management, we talked about gratitude and mindfulness, we talked about a bunch of different things that can be applied to various aspects of your life. It could be applied to your career, it could be applied to your relationships, it could be applied just to personal growth in general. So all of these things come into play, and through this YouTube channel, I'm able to show proof of concept. I'm able to show to clients, to myself, to you guys, that this is possible, that you are able to start from nothing and grow to 300. You're able to start from nothing and grow to 1 video a week. You're able to start from nothing and grow to being more self-disciplined and doing things that you don't want to do right now, but you know that you have to, because ultimately you do want to do this thing. So I am proof of concept. This channel is proof of concept. Everything that I'm working towards is proof of concept for something that I'm eventually going to try to do in the future, or something that someone else is trying to do right now. All of these things are interconnected. Number 8 is similar to basically everything, but it is investing in yourself. So having this YouTube channel and having specifically less than 500 subscribers has allowed me to invest in myself and to believe in myself, because like I said again and again, no one is checking for me. No one is tuning in because like they care about Janique, they care about Jen. If you happen to stumble across my videos and you like it and you subscribe, thank you, like wholeheartedly thank you. But I know that you didn't come to my channel because you were already aware of who I was and you were like, oh my God, how was I not following her already? That's not the case, right? So I have to be that person for myself. I have to be checking for me. I have to be expecting myself to make a new video every week. I have to be my biggest fan because no one else is gonna do that for me. Sure, maybe when I grow to 200,000 subscribers, when I get endgame and I have like my big audience, sure, maybe there will be people who are tuning in and they're checking for me and they're excited to see what I'm working on. But I'm not there yet. So I have to do that for myself. I have to be that for myself. I have to believe in my own vision. I have to look forward to these milestones for my own sake. When you choose to start a YouTube channel, you are doing that for yourself. It is a personal decision to start this journey. You might have the idea to make videos to help other people and to serve others, and you can still do that, but your decision to do that is ultimately your decision, and you're doing it for yourself. Because if you didn't want to make videos, then you wouldn't make videos. It doesn't matter how much you want to help people. You can do that by talking to people in person. There's no reason why you have to make a YouTube channel. You're doing that because you want to make a YouTube channel, right? You see what I'm saying? So like, if you wanted to help people, you could volunteer in your local community and help people that way. You could talk to your friends and give them advice. You can do all of these millions of things to help people, but you decided that you were going to help people by making a YouTube channel. That is your choice. If you decide not to make videos anymore, no one is going to rain down on you and yell at you and say, no, you have to do this. Like, it's your choice ultimately. So if you want to do it, you're going to do it. So you have to invest in yourself. I'm investing myself in this channel. I have a lot of ambitious goals, a lot of things that I'm working towards. And being self-employed is a beast. It's a particular beast that not everyone is equipped for. And if I'm able to document my experience and talk about things that I'm learning and that I'm implementing in my own life, then hopefully that can help other people. And again, I can create this community of people who can speak to each other and learn from each other. And we all just kind of do our part, because it's not easy. It does get hard, and sometimes you don't want to keep going, and you need someone to remind you of why you're working so hard. Yes, you want to be that person for yourself, ideally, but sometimes you're realistically, you're not always going to be that person for yourself, and it helps to have a community. I want to create my own little village on my own corner of the internet, and if you want to join me, I invite you to join me. Subscribe if you're enjoying this video. If you're taking anything away, make sure you let me know in the comments. Having a YouTube channel and having my small audience has been really beneficial to me, because I get to practice when no one's looking. I get to make mistakes when no one's looking. I get to improve and then share what I'm learning. And you get to take away all the good stuff. Like, you don't have to make the same mistakes I made if you don't want to. So the last thing that I want to say is that it's never too late to start. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you can start right now if you wanted to. After you're done watching this video, head down over to the comment section and let me know that you're starting your channel. I would love to check it out. And you can start literally today. You don't need anything to start. I'm filming this on my phone. If you don't have like a good camera, honestly, that doesn't even matter, because you can do a voiceover. You can use free websites to find free B-roll and just do a voiceover. It doesn't have to be the best quality. Again, as I've said, you are starting when no one is watching. No one knows who you are yet. No one is going to be checking for you and scrutinizing every move you make. So you don't have to start with the best quality. You can start with the little potato phone. No one's gonna care. Just as long as you're actively trying to improve over time and you don't stay complacent and just never try to be better, then you're gonna be fine. So yeah, it's never too late. Again, I started this channel, I started my first channel in 2012, and it wasn't until 2016 when I started to really post videos, you know? I started this channel in 2014. I post a few videos here and there, but it wasn't until 2016 when I started to actually post videos more than once a year. And it wasn't until literally this year when I started posting weekly videos. So in all of my 9 years, it took me until now to get started. And as soon as I started to be consistent, as soon as I started to believe in myself and to push myself to do better, that's when my channel started to grow. Because all of this time since I started, I didn't have over 50. I was stuck at 52 subscribers up until I think that video I made in December or January. Up until my self-discipline video, I had basically no one watching my videos, but I was still making videos. And it wasn't until I made that video that I kind of started to gain traction, and I think I increased by 134 subscribers or something. And then I had this other day in the life of a graphic designer vlog that did really well. I gained I think 50 subscribers from that video. So 2 videos alone, I gained 200 subscribers. I currently have a little under 400. I think I'm at 395 or something. So yeah, I've grown a lot just by being consistent, and when you improve gradually over time, your videos are going to get better, and it is those better videos that are going to appeal to the right people, and that is what's going to grow your channel. So don't worry about your first 10 videos being total crap. Don't worry about your first 100 videos being total crap, because honestly, it doesn't matter as long as you're trying to improve over time. The right people are going to find you and they're going to resonate with your message, and that is how you find the right people. So I hope this video finds you well. I want to encourage you that if you want to start a YouTube channel in 2023 or 2024, do it. Like, don't hesitate. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be willing to try and to believe that you can do it. Definitely subscribe, because I do want to make more videos about like this process, this journey, not specifically talking about how to grow on YouTube, but how to grow a personal brand, how to treat your channel as a business, because as I said, it is a business. Whether you have a channel as a hobby or you actively make it a business, it's a business because YouTube, the platform, is a business. So if you want to try to be better and to continually grow, you're going to have that mindset that this is a brand, and you want to have a consistent brand. That's what people are going to recognize. That's what people are going to know you for, and what they're going to follow for is that you have a consistent message, you have a consistent image, you have a consistent brand. So I do want to make more videos because, as I said, I'm a graphic designer. It is literally my job to help people create brands every day and to maintain those brands and to scale those brands. So maybe you're not like me and you actually do want to have 1 million subscribers. I'm not saying I can get you there, but if you subscribe, you can definitely learn from what I'm doing. And if you see that something is working for me, you can take that and 10x that, you know, do it to the extreme, streamline it and make it the most efficient for you and your particular situation. But yeah, that's what I want to do in the next coming weeks to months. So definitely subscribe to this channel and my newsletter, because again, my newsletter will go more in depth, and I actually do have different tiers of subscriptions. So the free subscription, again, is open to everyone, but if you want additional content, there's going to be a community component where we do talk specifically about branding and growing a business and all that stuff. Again, I want it to be a community of people sharing their insights and developing their brands together, basically. So if that interests you, make sure you check out the links in the description and the pinned comment below. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Like, I honestly do. As I've said, having a small channel is a godsend for me. I do want to continue to grow gradually over time. So like right now, I'm working towards my first 500 subscribers. I'm almost there, you know, and I'm like really excited to finally hit 500 subscribers. And then my next goal is going to be 1,000 subscribers. And after 1,000 subscribers, I don't know, maybe I'll aim for 2,000. Maybe I'll jump right to 10,000. I don't know. But for me, having a million subscribers is not in my plans for this channel. It's not really something that I'm interested in, because then I can't have meaningful relationships and conversations with my audience. Again, I don't want an audience just for the sake of having the numbers of this many people. I want to actually have an engaged following. I actually want to produce content that is meaningful, that people can then reflect on and then share their insights, and then we continue to grow the channel from there. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and commenting, and subscribe, because we will be back next Thursday at 11 a.m. Again, I post new videos every Thursday, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, because I will be there and I expect you to be there too. I don't expect it, I'm just playing. I will see you very soon. Goodbye.